everyone, I'm going to do another celebrity inspired look today. It's going to be a Kim Kardashian's green smoky eye. I'll leave the picture I'm going off on my blog site below in the description box below. So I'm going to go in with my MAC Face and Body Foundation to begin with. The colour in this is C6. I'm just going to tap some on the back of my hand and apply some of this. I'm going to buff it in with my buffing brush, the Real Techniques buffing brush. Right, so I've buffed all my MAC Face and Body Foundation into my skin, but I really made sure to spend a bit of extra time buffing in because Kim's skin always looks flawless and just perfect really, so just take a little bit of extra time if you can to just buff in your foundation. I'm going to move on to my brows next. In the picture I've got that I'm going off, her brows are quite light, so I'm going to use two Clinique pencils. One is soft brown and the other is soft blonde, so I sort of use soft blonde to start the start of my eyebrow and then use the soft brown towards the end. So I'll go in with a darker colour first and just light gentle strokes. I'm going to move on now to concealing. I'm going to be using my Inglot concealer palette, and I don't have the code names, but I made the palette myself and I'm this shade for my own concealer. So I'm going to tap my ring finger. I'll show you the colours properly if you can see. I'm this colour here, but you can make up your own set for yourself or for your own kit. So this is the colour that I'm using for my own skin, and I just use my ring finger, tap it in and just conceal under my eye. So for this sort of Kim Kardashian look, she does use a little triangle to sort of lighten under her eye and her face and help shape her face. Just to set my concealer, I'm going to be using a Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. It's literally just like a dust. If you can see that there, like a white powder. You can get it in two colours, but I've got the white one. And you just dust some of this onto a sort of a blending brush and then sweep it under your eyes, and it sort of sets your concealer a bit. It gives you like a glow and a shimmer to your eye, but not heavily shimmer like look. It just sets it and gives you like a flawless finish to your skin. So that's what Kim seems to always have on her skin, so this is just a really great thing to use for that sort of thing, to just blend that. So it helps to set your concealer, and it also just gives you an extra bit of light to under your eyes, which is always nice. So I've used that, and then I'm going to move on to the shadows. In this picture I'm going off, her eyes are it's very green, so I've got two colours I'm going to sort of blend together, and I've got, sorry to get out of focus, I can get my other thing. I've got two colours I'm going to be using, two MAC shadows. One is in 3 Rings Yellow, which is a Velux Pearl, if you see that one there. It's very green. And then I've got Scrumptious Olive I might be using, which is another MAC one. And then I'm going to be using some colours also from my 88 Original palette, Coastal Scents. I'll probably be going off some of these over here. So you can see these colours here. So I'm going to go straight on with a shadow brush, my Bobbi Brown eyeshadow brush, and going in with 3 Ring Yellow from MAC all over my lid. I'm going to go in now and use one of my Coastal Scents colours. I'm going to be going between these two because 3 Ring Yellow by MAC is sort of this colour I've seen here, if you can see there. So I'm going to be using these two for the next step, which I'll be using in my crease. And I'll be using my Sigma small tapered blending for this, and also my Eco Tools brush. So you can see that there. So I'm going to go in with the more high coloured green and just place it in my socket line. Just making sure to blend it in. And just bringing it to the end underneath my eye. Also making sure to really take your time in the crease of your eye to blend it. Just giving yourself soft strokes back and forth. I've just blended in my crease line, the 3 different colours. I'll show you again what colours I did use. I used 3 Ring Jello by MAC, which if you can see is very similar to the one in the Coastal Scents palette. And then I went in my socket line and blended these 2 and then came round on the outside. But if green isn't your favourite colour, you could use a combination of any colours and just blend in the right crease socket lines to achieve a similar look. But I did use these 3 colours there, if you can see. So I'm going to move on to lining my eyes. I'm going to use for this an Une Skin Glow, because Kim's eyes in this look very, very white. They haven't got a black line under in her waterline. So I'm going to use this, which is a soft nudie liner colour. So I'm going to just line my eyes with this colour. There's a dog here. Oh, Will's here. Just line both eyes. My mascara, after I've just lined my eyes, I'm going to be using Benefit's They're Real mascara, and I'm going to just quickly curl them first. Just curling my lashes. And I'm going to go ahead and apply 2 coats of these because I'll be adding lashes in a second, so I'll take you to the bit when I'm adding lashes now. I have mascara to top and bottom lashes, and I'm having one of those days I've forgotten just to add my liquid line. I would have done it before my mascara, but I'm going to go in now and just use my Glam Eyes by Rimmel. It's a black one, and I'm just going to give a flick. I'm just going to use the mirror I have here, so I hopefully won't go too out of shot. But I'm just going to close my eye because I think I don't do it the conventional way. I sort of paint the line on where I want it to go and then just fill it in. It's not going to be a super thick one. Just with a little point to it at the end. So just filling in where I want my point to finish. So I've just finished lining my eyes with my Glam Eye liquid liner. I'm just letting that dry. I will be adding some MAC false lashes. These are MAC 33s. If you can see there, I don't want to fall off the back. They're quite thin stripped and they're thicker in the middle as opposed to on the outside. So it just highlights your lashes a bit better, but they're not overly heavy. So I'm just going to line them with my Dura Adhesive white glue. These are the first time I've ever used these actually, so it'll be quite nice. So I'm just going to let the glue start to get a bit tacky. I'm going to be using some tweezers to put them in place. I tend to hold them from the middle. Right, so I think my battery just died when I was applying this, my first eyelash. I'm just going to show you with my left eye how I'd apply this. These are still the MAC 33 lashes, and I've just put on some Dura Adhesive white glue. And I'm just going to apply this one. got a mirror here, so I'm hopefully not going to go too much out of shot, but I tend to just look down and get the middle of the false lash in the place I sort of want it to be the best. And it sort of looks messy with the glue and whatnot, but that does dry clear. So the way it's sat, you just sort of twing each side, each end of the lash, and place it where you want it to fall. So the top, and holding it in place. So then I'm going to move on now to using some blushes. For the lip that I'm going off Kim, she's got a very peach lip and a peach blush going on, and I'll be using some blushes from my MAC palette, which are Melba and Harmony, because Kim really does like a contoured look. So I'm going to use this on my cheek and this as a contour, and I'm going to be using my Sigma tapered face brush here, and I'm going to be using Harmony, this one. I'm going to hold the top of my hair behind my ears actually, and I'm going to be using Harmony on as a contouring colour. So you just want to hold your cheeks in and blend it into here, creating almost a shape of 3 on your face. I've just contoured both my cheeks, and I'm going to go in with Melba, this blusher here, and I'm just going to use for this a Sigma stippling brush. I'm just going to get some on the product onto the brush and just apply it above where I've contoured, but these are both powders, so they leave you quite, don't leave a high sheen, but I will be adding a highlight as well, but just over where you have contoured. But Kim does look really flawless in this picture, and just quite peachy, just a touch of blush, nothing too heavy, and a bit of her contour like she always usually goes for. I'm just going to apply this here, and then I'm going to use another MAC product just for highlighting. I just grabbed that exact I'm going to be using Hush, which is a cream colour base highlighter. So I'm just going to be using my ring finger again and tapping this just on my top of my cheekbone. There, just to highlight this area. And the creaminess of it does give you a nice glow. So I'm going to go on to my lips now. I'm going to line them with this Natural Collection lip liner. This is in the colour, if it has a colour name, just as lip liner, 3ERN maybe. I think it was called Almond. I think the name was on the packaging, but once I ripped that off, you sort of lose the name. I think it's in an almond. I think the name with it is Almond. I'm just going to line my lips with this. Just line my lips with that Natural Collection lip liner, and I'm going to top it off with a sleek Pout polish, in Peach Perfection, this is called. These are really nice because they're handy to have in your bag if you're on a night out, just to top up your lips like gloss or balm. And the colours are very pigmented and they smell really nice as well. So I'm just going to place some of this on my lips just to gloss them up, because her lips do look glossy in the picture. And then to finish the look, you could just add some like Max Fix Plus just to give your skin that dewy look, because Kim's skin always does have a dewy finish, I think, to it. I'm just going to spritz some Caudalie Beauty Elixir over the top just to seal in and just freshen up my face, I'd say. So I hope this has been helpful, guys, and it's going to obviously look a little bit different on me because I'm obviously a different tone to Kim Kardashian, but I think for spring, summer, there's quite nice colours to work with, some greens and something maybe I might not ordinarily go for. So I hope it hasn't been too like chop-starty, because my battery died halfway through, the animals kept joining us, so I hope it hasn't been too sort of broken up, and I hope you're all having a good day, or if you're in the UK and you've had a good bank holiday, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.